Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny, and on this channel we just do what we want. Today I want to play with this palette. I want to do a fall look with it, and it's a Lucky Lashes and Cosmetics. It says it's the Thinking of You palette. Now, this is what it looks like. This is a beautiful, it's a nice mirror shade protector, and those are the shades. Are they not screaming fall? Blushes. I mean, you could just use this palette for a lot of things. The story about this palette, I actually bought it on Poshmark, and I bought this and a couple of other things. When it got to me, the package was busted. The lady had mailed it in a shoebox. You could tell she had insulated it, but it was mailed in just like a regular shoebox. Anyway, long story short, nothing came except for it was a Physicians Formula bronzer too. I had bought a bronzer in there in the bundle. That was the only thing in there, and it had busted. So it was everywhere. I knew as soon as I saw it on the front porch, bent, busted all up to crap, and the side had, the shoebox had split. So this, and I ordered two or three palettes, a face palette, some Physicians Formula stuff. Anyway, it was all gone. I guess it slid out. I mean, anyway, I was lucky enough that I was able to find everything else to get, because I really wanted to try this stuff because it was beautiful. So I was able to get this and the two Beauty Creation palettes. So I'll try them another day. But I am going to dip into this beauty that, look, Poshmark gave me my money back, but the seller was quite nasty. You know, I know accidents happen, and I clearly stated in my, when you have to open a case, that I did not feel that it was the seller's fault. It was clearly, you know, the box. I mean, it was obvious that she had packed it good. There was foam around it, but she wanted to get really shitty, and I finally, my last comment, you know, and the whole time I was like, Posh, you know, I really feel like you should rule in both our favors, meaning they release my funds back to me, but they also give her the money because she did ship it, you know. So I was, you know, I wasn't like, oh, she packed it crappy up, but after she left some really shitty comments, I said, well, you know, I was trying to be nice, but had you shipped it in the priority mail boxes that are free, we wouldn't have had this problem. It won't long. Poshmark fixed it. It had been several days. Anyway, so we're going to try this palette. And I'm going to prime my eyes with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. So, I needed to give that backstory on this palette because my Poshmark, I have my YouTube channel linked on it. I don't use it that much anymore, really. And I actually tried to delete it the other day, but I didn't go in time to put the confirmation code or whatever that thing was called. Anyway, I didn't want to put this video up, and you know, she happened to get up here and be like, you lied, you told Poshmark that palette wasn't there. No, it won't. I had to buy it again, you know. I say again, I mean, I got my money back the first time, but still, you know, she was a real, you know what. But, okay, so we've done that. Now, let's break into this beautiful palette. And I'm going to start out with, oh, the Dominique Cosmetics, the Coral palette. That was the other palette that was in there. There was a bunch of them, and it was a fantastic deal. But, anyway, I'm going to start out with Love Letters, which is this shade. And, there's my brush. My eyes are starting to water a little bit. Can y'all believe it? They ain't done it all day, but there and again, I've been playing in makeup for a few minutes now. So, alrighty. We're going to start out strong. I have swatched this. It was new. But I couldn't wait. I had to swatch it. Because, you know, I didn't have many indie products when I started started uploading. I didn't have, I mean, I had some Lunar Beauty, and I know that's, you know, technically indie, but, you know, like this. I'd never heard of this brand, and I still haven't, but I happened to see this on that lady's closet, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty, and I never heard of it, and, you know, it was at a good price. I was able to, you know, get it. So anyway, now I'm going to go in with, what is this? Amore. I think that's what that says. This shade. And I'm going to use a smaller brush. But, anyway. So I wanted to be able to, you know, bring you guys some reviews of indie stuff, you know. I mean, and, you know, everybody that I watch, you know, they have a lot of, or not a lot, but they have quite a bit of indie stuff. And I'm like, man, I've really been freaking missing out, because, I mean, look at this. Just effortlessly. I mean, truly. It's amazing. I'm going to go in with this darkest shade. Now, I'm going to use this same brush. I'm just going to tap a little bit up there. But, so that's why, you know, I was kind of on the hunt for some indie stuff. And I'm glad that I have found it. Like, my duo or multi-chromes from Saints, Angels, Sinners. Man, that is mind-blowingly beautiful. You know, and I enjoy using those. I do. I mean, they have taken the place of, you know, some of these palettes have really taken the place of some of my, you know, other tried and true, so to speak. I mean, this palette right here, you could go in so many different directions with it. You really could. I mean, just effortlessly. It just, and for me, that's a big deal because, A, I have hooded eyes, wrinkly, textured, and that hard crease that, you know, it's literally a line in my skin there. It looks like a scar. It it acts like a scar almost when you're trying to put product on it. If you know what I mean. If you have hooded lids, you know what I'm talking about. So for something to blend out and I'm able to put it up here and it work as good as this, yeah, let me sign up for all of that. But I digress. Now, this is kind of, I wanted it to be fall, but it's looking kind of pinky. So I'm going to go in with this orange right there, that orange. And I'm going to kind of sweep that a little bit over the top. And I'm going to use a big brush because I just want a little bit. I'm going to use this Morphe brush. This is a weird brush. It's the M478. Let me see if y'all can see how it's got, it's almost like a stippling brush. But when I want to put shadow up here, I go in just a little bit with this brush and it just diffuses it just a little bit. So, actually, I said I was going to go in with Cutie Pie. Yeah, I will. I'm going to just, okay. They are powdery, but I'm also dipping into it with, you know, a pointy brush. So, let's start on this eye and just kind of see if I can warm that up a little bit. And that did the trick. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can. Okay. Come over here and do the same thing. There we go. That made it a little bit more orangey, like I wanted it. And I'm going to take that shade, Cutie Pie again, that orange shade, and I'm going to put it on this brush, the same brush I used, that real dark shade. And I'm just going to kind of blend it in with all of this to not make it quite so pink, because that was not what I was looking for. But those were the colors that I used, so let me flip this around to where I can see these eyeballs. Gosh, that spot is so dry. Now, I'm going to swatch these shimmer shades. I mean, just I know my fingernails are janky. But it can't be helped. But which do I use? Definitely going to go in with Leo on the end. Let me find a packer brush. Now, I washed every one I had. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go in with Leo and put Leo, and I'm not wetting it. Let's see what it'll do. Just going to pack that in, and I'm going to pack that in, and then I'm going to put some brown, that deepest brown, this one, on top of it to see if maybe that'll help it adhere and get a little darker. That brown is just not, I mean, it's performing, but it's just not as dark as I want it to be. So, let me find a palette close by. This is, I just happened to put this here. It's actually in the wrong spot, but it's the Colourpop Bare Necessities. Let's see if this has got a dark color. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's go in with Crack On, whatever the heck that means, that color in the Colourpop palette. So, let me put a little bit. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I'm just kind of patting it. I don't want to blend it. I just want this. I don't have a lot of lid space, as y'all can tell, but I do like for the very end to be dark. So, okay. Thank you, Colourpop. Now, let's go in with, we'll go back in with Leo and not cover that up completely, but put a little bit right there. These feel creamy. Yeah, finger is definitely the way to go. You know what? Let me try the brown in here with my finger. Yeah, that did decent with my finger. They're very foiled. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Then I'm gonna come over here and do this eye. Got some on my nose. Y'all see that? Okay. All right, now for, I already know what I want in the center. Well, I know I want to use these two. This one and this one. So, let's put a little bit of Rose Goth, that peachy shade. I'm going to put that little bit over that burgundy shade. And kind of lightened it a little bit. And then I'm going to use my finger for this one right here, because let me tell you, she's beautiful. I mean, just stunning. And this one, I'm just going to pat kind of on the center and do the same with this one. I'm not doing anything harsh, just tap that color up there. Oh, it's beautiful. Now I'm going to take this brush, just kind of go over everything. And so that beautiful palette, it is Lucky Lashes and Cosmetics, www.luckylashesco.com. Looks like they are distributed in Ennis, Texas, designed in USA, manufactured in People's Republic of China, and it does have the leaping bunny up there, so it is cruelty free, so that is good. It does have talc and mica. I know that is an issue for some people, but this palette, there it is. I'm glad that I was finally able to get my hands on it, but that is it. And you know, these shades, I don't have any foundation on, but let's dip into this light peachy shade right there, Angel Baby. And look, I mean, you know, you could certainly wear it for blush. You know, I really think you could. I mean, it's probably not going to show up much because I don't have a base on, but I mean, I'm building it up. Well, I think you can see it a little bit. You may could even use this Love Letters, that one, or the one below it as maybe a bronzer. It's just like one below it. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, it's dark. Let's see. Just, I mean, it's there, and you can probably blend it. Or, you know, mix and match or whatever, but and you could use that shade as a highlight, or deeper skin tones could use those as highlights and blushes and bronzers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the same shade that's on my eyes and put it on my cheeks. It's glittery, but there you go. One palette did it all. I could walk out the door if I needed to. All right, guys, that is my review, my fall look on the Lucky Lashes and Cosmetics Thinking of You palette. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I hope you give this video a like, a thumbs up, or a thumbs down, whichever is honest. Always be honest. Leave me a comment. Give me some indie brands that you think I should try. I hope you subscribe. Be beautiful. Be kind. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Maybe.